Losing all your belongings to a fire or natural disaster is never easy. In December 2021, 5 people at Bishop's Gap Marshall Castries were left without a place to call home after a fire destroyed 3 structures. Earlier in September, in the same neighborhood, a 10-year-old was left traumatized after witnessing the sight of an abandoned building going up in smoke and threatening nearby homes. Now the SLP government plans to reinstate the distress fund in the upcoming budget to provide financial assistance to persons stricken by disasters like fires. Castries Central MP Richard Frederick, speaking to reporters on Monday, reaffirmed the government's commitment to revive the fund. His words of assurance followed the destruction by fire of another abandoned structure in a densely populated area, this time at Active Hill, Leclerc on Monday morning.
There is something in place. It was removed by Alan Shasley's administration, but I can tell you without any fear of an iota of contradiction that in come this budget, this $1 million, well, it was $700,000, $1 million has been put in place for the distress fund.
The Distress Fund was the brainchild of former Prime Minister Dr. Kenny Anthony. However, the support system was dismantled by the Alan Shasley regime, which replaced it with an arbitrary selection process in the office of the Prime Minister.
The United Workers' Party, the previous administration, had removed the distress fund. Shasley is on record as asking people to go get insurance for their chatters, their wooden structures.
The SLP government will attempt to increase the fund by some $300,000 as a line item in the 2022 estimates of expenditure.
Philip J. Pierre, this current Prime Minister, has not only replaced the distress fund, but he has augmented it from $700,000 to $1 million a year in case any of our persons encounter natural calamities. There is some sort of assistance that is catered for.
Minister for Equity Joachim Henry in December 2021 announced that the SLP administration was going to reinstate the distress fund after a family of 8 lost their home in a fire at Moshi. It should be noted, however, that the ex-Prime Minister Alan Shasley suggested implementing a policy framework for the provision of some level of insurance to secure possessions and belongings, but never followed through on such a plan. The current House Speaker Claudius Francis also recently made a similar recommendation of insurance of small dwellings. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.